to have money. What? What? What?
Whoops. Yippee! Whoops.
Go! 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 Ooh! 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 So I missed.
The Nintendo shit cube.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
What is up, gamers?
With the glass ceiling broken, all the oppressed groups shall prosper, especially the most oppressed group of all, gamers.
I come to make an announcement.
How's everyone doing this wonderful Friday night? This half hour before it's Saturday. How are all you friends doing? How is Are You All Friends? What else do I got here? There's like a page where I added a bunch and I kind of forgot about it.
One eternity later.
Alright. Speaking of eternity later, let's fucking start this shit up, shall we? Could do this page tonight. But no, what page do I want to do? I kind of want to do something that's going to be, I kind of want to do another simple or a fun, I don't know. I guess we could do this one since I already kind of started it off stream. I think that's fair. But oh my.
Where did you learn to fly?
Copy that.
Copy that.
Penis.
Oh. I on the soundboard. On the fucking stream deck. I have Jujutsu, my vampire secret, on it, and I was like, what the fuck did I assign to that? It's this.
Almost time for Halloween. Don't come to my house or else I'll suck your dick. Blood. I'll suck your blood. Oh, shit.
Oh.
God, I forgot about that. That video is so fucking good. Oh, man. It's the fucking, like, filter he has on the face that makes it for me. It's just, it's... I don't know why. Really stupid shit like that always gets me. But yeah, I kind of just like didn't have the energy to start until right now. Whoa. Whoa. It's kind of a very Nichijou-esque panel. You could tell I was referencing a lot of like Nichijou and fucking Yuyushiki. I kind of wonder why they made Nano not a student in the show. I wonder if they ever gave an official reason for that. I'm not in the know. Speaking of, though, our fucking Arawi. Oh, how the fuck do you say that in Japanese? Arawi. Because there is a Wii katakana. It literally is the Wii hiragana. Arawi. Wow. Keiichi. Arawi Keiichi. Damn. But speaking of Arawi Keiichi Sensei, because he's a manga artist, you're supposed to refer to them by Sensei. He does a lot of the illustrations for. I got my hands on a Mechataro We Go kit. Which is a model kit by Hasegawa, I believe. And they're basically like these weird pill-shaped robots with legs. And I was kind of bummed because I knew there was one where it had like a I thought it had Nano in it. It had to have had Nano in it. Yeah, it was Student Nano from the manga and the professor. But I bought one that had like the Nichijou manga artist's illustration on it. He did like illustrated character, but it comes with pilot figures, but they're just like regular ass looking kids. And I was pretty bummed about that. I was like, oh. So if I like it, maybe I'll try to track that one down. It can't be that hard to find. Oh my god, people are selling them for like 50, 60 bucks. The one I bought was like $23. And that was at a hobby shop with the fucking markup. There's another one very similar to Mechataro We Go. I forget what it's called, but it's like... Oh man, I'm never gonna remember the fucking name of it. But I remember seeing it. It's like... And it's... No. It's not a Braves thing. See, I keep getting ones for Patlabor, but that's not it. I forget what it's called. I saw it on, like, Amy. Oh, man. Man, everything is fucking impossible to find now because of Google. Google has effectively ruined its own product, which is very, Yeah, you look up Chibi Robot and it's all fucking garbage AI crap. It's not even real model kits. Like, it's all, like, AI generated fucking junk. And, like, weird websites with fucked up domains. It's actually very frustrating. God damn it. This is gonna bother me now that I can't find it. I know it was on Amy. Or Ami. Squeeze me. I think I found it. I think I just found it. It's called Natsin. Yes! Yes! This is it. Natsin. This looks like another one that would be fun to try. It's another Kotobukiya kit. I do be a bit of a Kotobukiya stan. And they seem to do a bunch of different ones. Okay, fuck my ass. I spent the first 20 minutes of the stream not fucking working. Oh my god. I'm wondering if I should make this thicker. should I handle this? Should I actually, like... Damn it. Wrong layer. Ah. Okay, well, we have ways of fixing that. Oh, fuck. Man, I really fucking... We winged it this... We really winged it this time, John Undertale. We'll, just delete the, eyebrows here. You can always re-add those in. I need to find out a better way to draw this back hair. Like the part of not back hair, but like the part of the hair that like goes around to the back of the head. Let's see, what can Koni Soba, what can you tell me? Damn it, there aren't any good shots of Cosmo in a lot of these. They all kind of... Oh, they all do that thing where they try to hide it in shadow. What audio? Oh, how's it going, Calico? I bought a Scarlet Solo. Basically just the Scarlet Solo red box that a lot of people start out with is what I bought, and it's been pretty much like perfect. Like, it is more than enough for what I would use it for, which is you know, light voice work for doing YouTube videos and streaming. That being said, the headset that there's like a kit you can get. I'll link it in chat real quick for you. Basically, there's a couple different ones you can get. There's one with arms, there's one with like pop filters and shit and stands. But essentially, I don't even know anymore. Plus, I have an older one. These are very clearly like newer ones. They plug in from the back. But I used pretty much the same mic. The only thing I don't really use at the other setup is the audio interface. I use a Onyx, what the fuck is it called? But it was $60. Onyx Artist, I believe it was. But basically, if you get... Fuck my ass. Oh, they changed all this. Expect to pay about, like, 300-esque-ish bucks to get started. But basically what you'll need is, if you want to do... And you could probably go cheaper by doing a USB mic, but for me, I wanted to do it, like... I wanted to do it to the point where I wouldn't have to upgrade it or feel like I'd want to upgrade it later on. So for me, it made sense to just go with a more... I actually think I got this as a gift. The more I think about it. Like, I may have gotten this as a... Or no, that was the... Oh, man, fuck. That was the Elgato for game shit. Whatever, that's good enough for a shit post, Chibi. But yeah, I don't use anything super crazy. And then obviously I have the Stream Deck.
They took my ass! I can't shit!
Yeah, I haven't heard horror. I mean, for like, the snowball seems okay. I you know, I wouldn't. I personally, that was one option I was familiar with that I didn't go with. For my own stuff when I was kind of looking. But I've had the same setup pretty much with the exception of the headphones since like 2020, probably 2022. Like there really hasn't been a lot of reason for me to change my setup, and that's kind of the way I wanted it. I think everything just sounds totally fine. The mic quality's good. The only thing I did upgrade last year was the headphones, because I got them as part of a bundle deal for Lionel Vaginus's Black Friday sale. I was gonna do like a review of his like products and shit. I'm so very sad because I bought his little mini screwdriver and I love it, but it had like the top has like a little spin bearing, but you can hear something got in the bearing of mine, and it just literally has not been the What do you mean increase the stream volume? Like what specifically? Like the audio or like the music? Like, I kind of keep the music quiet so it doesn't blow my eardrums off. But, I mean, the mic doesn't seem like it's that low compared to the rest of YouTube. I mean, I don't know what to I mean, I've got the mic full bore. Like, it's not like, it's at 0 decibel, like, quietness, or like it's like it's noise, or I don't know what the fuck it's called, but basically you can make I just keep the music quiet in general. I don't really know what I'm not really sure what else I could or couldn't do. I mean, maybe I could turn, like, the gain up on the mic, on the thing. Like that. Oh, God. See, even that one was loud. Whew. Yeah, I don't really know. I guess I hear myself better now, but that's loud in my ears. Kinda. I'm not... Like, the levels look... On my end, they don't look like they're, like, too quiet or anything. But I'm not sure. Like... I don't really get a huge audience. So it's kind of hard for me to be able to go... Well, this was wrong, so, you know. So I don't know, but I keep the music more quiet because of I don't want it to like blow my eardrums out.
Give me the fucking formula, crap!
It could have got bumped from when I tried to stream making an arcade panel. Because I had to bring the interface over. Oh shit, where the fuck did my pen go? Oh, there it is, it fell behind the tablet. So I hope that fixed the issue or whatever you were having, but I'm not really sure what else I could or couldn't do. That is true. It could always be user and stuff. I do try to accommodate for some things, but there's only so much I can do on my end. Like, I can tell I got my mic cranked up real high now. Like, I'm looking at the levels in OBS, and everything is, like, in the yellow every time I talk, so I don't know if I've just set my mic way too loud now. I gotta get back into that Yagi frame of mind with drawing thick outlines on the interior and exterior of stuff. Cool, thank you. Thank you, video game. We're not playing a video game right now. Well, I don't know, because YouTube now does that audio leveling thing where, like, they try to fuck with everyone's audio regardless of what it is. So, you know, it could be many things. Oh, don't tell me where... man, this one always runs out so fucking quick. I do like it. I play it a lot. Wow, we have made record progress at sucking dick. We have spent 50 minutes doing one drawing. Amazing. Mm. All right, it's coming together. I think. I don't know if I did an intentional enough job to make it look like the typical, like... I don't know, maybe I should have stuck with doing, G-Pen stuff. No. Oh. What did I just hit? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
That was not intentional. I personally, I never fucked with any of that line work shit. I maybe did for like a little bit, and I was like, this is stupid. Some people swear by it. I personally have never really benefited from it in any way. But maybe that's also just because I don't do it, but I'm gonna be real. That's just not how I roll. It takes a lot to get me to sit down and draw, because of some various health issues. Not mental health, not like, oh, my arm, it hurt. So, when I can finally force myself to do it, I don't particularly feel like doing some stupid fucking exercise that is just duh, 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 you know. Plus, the thing they don't tell you about doing it, drawing digitally, that people don't want to admit, is that drawing on a tablet is like drawing with an ice cube on a surface of glass. You have to have some kind of pen stabilization. Like, it literally just, it doesn't work like a piece of paper. You can buy paper likes and stuff like that, but I've never fucked with that. I got sent one once. Maybe I should do that. But I've also heard that those can fuck with your nibs and stuff too. And it's just a headache I don't feel like dealing with. I'm gonna be honest. So let's see if we can play around with this a bit. Let's see if we can't do a fun. It's really not doing what I was hoping it would do. Oh. Well, that would be because I'm not on the fucking right layer. Yeah, but displayless has the other problem of it sucks and I don't use it. Like, I know people get pissed the fuck off when I tell them I don't. I think displayless is like the option that people used because it was like cheap. Like, people, I remember I was in a Discord. I used to be friends with someone, and there was a guy, like, I was basically giving drawing tablet advice, because I was, you know, I actually am a professional artist. I don't just do this for shits and giggles. Like, I actually get paid to be creative as a career. It's not cool shit. It's really boring. But I get a paycheck every week. So I'd consider that to be being a career artist. But people were asking me about, like, drawing tablets and stuff. And I basically said, don't fucking waste your... I basically said exactly what I've said on the stream. Don't waste your time with a pen tablet versus a display. The trade-off of having to read... having to... Oh, fuck my ass. God damn it, I did the wrong layer again. But, I don't think it's worth it to have the trade-off of having to break your hand-eye coordination to save, like, a couple bucks in the long run. The thing you told me about, like, with being able to draw with your shoulder less than with your hand, like, that's actually a good retort to that. I actually concede that. However, my counterpoint to that is you can just get a bigger, if that is that much of a thing for you, you can just get a bigger display tablet and use a glove. Oh man, I am not feeling this actually. You know what, man? We'll leave it. I'll do the other ones in my usual G Pen manner, and we'll do a little compare and contrast and see how well it looks. But let's see. Yeah, this is where I had that, so... time to move on to tone, and fun things are fun. Time to do that. Let's see. So the first thing I like to do when I do this shit is I like to make a, Oh, God. Oops. Oopsie. Oh my god, we're really doing this, huh? But I like to make a layer that is, like, serves as a white, to help to serve as a way to separate. I mean, you can get, like, 24-inch tablets. If anything, the cramped situation is an issue with the desk setup more than anything. Unless you're talking, like, drawing on, like, fucking 48-inch, like, pieces of paper. Like you're sitting at a figure session. But then I go ahead and lock transparency and return to white. And now we have a nice thing that helps us separate the background from our fuck my ass. I just noticed that. Damn it. I did it again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I said. It won't happen again. Arere? Oh, no! Oh, man, that counts that as the... God, there's this weird fucking behavior that Clip Studio has that drives me up the fucking wall. Where you do that select thing when you want to add a tone, right? And you can just hit that little plus tone button right there. It's actually a really nice feature. But if you already have a layer for tone on your file, no matter where it is, it only just adds it there, and it's incredibly frustrating. Because I need... My workflow requires more than one... Oops. It requires more than one fucking... layer for tone. But yes, this is a very complicated character to draw. I would actually really like to get like a professional opinion on how to improve this character's design with maintaining maintaining the raccoon identity. Because I think there's just too much value shit right now. But yeah, usually with a character, whenever I do stuff, I'll have a white layer, I'll have a black layer, and a Mexican. No, I'll have my tone layers. And this character is especially grating because they have a very complicated use of all three. Stop it. You know, it's kind of changed a bit as I've gone through. this concept. Initially, he was supposed to be like a shape-shifting kind of guy, in the way that the main female lead is also a shapeshifter. But I think as things have gone on, he just kind of became like a Camo Mimi kind of raccoon dude. Originally, when this character was designed for a very specific VTuber agency pitch that I won't get into, but I shared it, I think, on this particular publication. But the idea was that he was looking to learn how to shapeshift like a tanuki, even though he's a raccoon. Haha, get it? Because it's a raccoon dog. Even though I think there's like a whole thing that you can look up about how they're like not even like fucking remotely close to each other as like a species. Fuck. But anyway, yeah, it's been a couple things, and I was thinking about maybe making that a thing too. Like the female lead is very insecure about her true appearance, and I thought maybe that might be something that they could connect on in the in a future chapter, we'll say. But I don't know. I feel like I want to get some advice on this story before I continue that far with it. Because the whole thing of the story is it's a slice of life, but like it's a kind of like almost like a very like anti-slice of life where everyone's kind of melancholic about like the day-to-day humdrum. And like it's the whole thing of slice of life is supposed to be about like, you know, reliving like small moments, but and like, you know, appreciating like fleeting things. Like Japan, that's like a big thing in Japanese literature, is the ephemeral fleeting moments of life. And so the idea I had was that it was going to be a show about, well, I say a show like it's not a fucking anime. It was going to be a series about characters who are just kind of miserable in their day-to-day, and they have big aspirations, and there's just things they can't escape from as people. Which sounds a little nasty, and not really that fun. So then I pivoted a bit to, it's about the exchange of, like, it's like a cultural exchange manga about what it's like to be a fan of Japanese media outside of Japan. But then it also would have, like, you know, like, but I still wanted that kind of, melancholy of, like, not feeling like you belong in the places that you normally would. Like, not everyone in this world is gonna be like a Camo Mimi, like, human. So that was going to be a big point of contention for the female lead, is that she became like a fox at a certain point, and that was something that was very difficult for her, because it was kind of against her will. And part of the reason why she kind of like ran away to the States to come work on a green card. So sorry, I know I do this every time you ask me like a big question like that. I have a lot to say about it because I've thought about it for so long. But the answer is I haven't like fully decided on that yet. Like obviously there's going to be other Kemono characters in the series. I have very specific plans for characters from the original series, the original Struggles of a Gaijin mangaka that I wrote. All those years ago, where it was more set up like a visual novel. Yeah, I almost don't even want to use the fucking that hatching effect here. Just put it back. Like, it doesn't make sense here. But initially I was using like the idea of like half animal people Kemono as like a stand-in for like different cultures. As well. Because I didn't really feel like drawing drawing a bunch of like, I don't know, I felt like it could be a fun way to play on the idea that America is a multicultural nation without having to try to tackle the fucking issue of like drawing different races that have different anatomy from Japanese anime manga anatomy in the thing. Like, how Japan kind of does it is they just draw an anime character and they slightly change their skin color. Somewhat, like, for like, take for example, like, you know, you're white, fucking Caucasian, that's the word I'm thinking of. They'll just do the blue eyes, blonde hair thing and call it a day, and they'll just say they're a half Asian or some shit. Generally, white is pretty easy to get away with. But if you wanted to do something like African, it's a little harder. Because in terms of like human anatomy, Asians and African genetics are on the complete opposite ends of each other. With like skeletal structure and like bone facial structure. So it's always looked incredibly uncanny to me when certain members of the African American community do those like race edits of like of like characters, because it's like, this isn't how that's supposed to go. And they just end up all doing the thing, which is they kind of just do the same thing, which is they just basically make an anime character do blackface. It's a very interesting phenomena. And it depends on the series too. Like, there's more realistic like depictions of different races, I think, in anime. Like Black Lagoon's a pretty good example. Everyone looks pretty solid in that. I know fucking Eden of the East starts in like front of the White House. And actually Eden of the East, I gotta give that props because they did really good with the English voice acting for that, where they actually got like real English voice actors. And it really sells the idea of like, oh, this person is in America because that sounds like an American talking. But yeah, I didn't really feel like doing that. And I also didn't give a fucking shit because that's not the point of this series. Even though it is meant to show like cultural... I guess it kind of is, but it's like a subject matter I don't really feel like tackling because it's very touchy. The idea came across my head that maybe using animals as different races could be cool. Like animal people or like certain kimono people could be a fun time. But then you kind of run into the problem of everyone's a fucking furry now. And that's not what I want either. So I'm not sure. That's kind of another problem I'm having, is too many of the characters are fucking furries that are overweight. Like, there's a Tanuki character that I want to add in at some point. Also, that's just a drawing. That's done, by the way. Looks pretty good. Esque. He's kind of leaning into the other dimension if you do a flip, but no one's looking that way, so who cares? Yeah, I mean, true. But the problem is all of them are from, like, half of them would be from Japan. Like, Tanuki are kind of known as being, like, chubby animals. And then the female lead is also, like, that her character is, like, written to be overweight for, like, a reason that isn't just fetish. And it's kind of part of her core character struggle. Is that she's, like, overweight despite being from Japan, where they're incredibly harsh about that sort of thing. And it conflicts with her identity. You and your family will be cursed for all eternity. Speaking of cursed for all eternity, I need to pee. Because I pee every hour on the hour. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. But yeah, there's a lot to think about. Also, I'm gonna eat something because I'm hungry. So you're gonna get a free ASMR special. You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I did have an idea where the female lead, Reiko, the fox, I keep calling her female lead. I can just call her Reiko, but people aren't going to know who some people won't know who I mean. But basically the fox girl in this manga, I did write a thing where she happens upon a situation where she communes with the spirits of departed individuals. In like a historical sort of way, because there's all kinds of historical like graveyards and stuff. And the area I live in is like right at the edge of the burbs and like rural area. So I'm used to having like the benefits and negatives of both worlds. I'm used, it's or I don't want to say negatives, but like you can you get a little of the best of both worlds. You get like decent infrastructure, and but then you also can get like, you know, quieter stuff. If you drive out for like 15 to 20 minutes, you can run into farmland and like you fucking run a deer over with your car and destroy your front end. So I wanted to have like, I wanted there to be a chapter where they go out and shoot guns, because that's like the most American thing you can do besides vote in an election. Which you can't legally do that, but depending on who you say you'll vote for, maybe that person will make a special exception. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But there's going to be a chapter where there's gun shooting. And kind of through that, like, I kind of had an idea for a chapter where Reiko passes by like a graveyard and decides to come back and just talk to the ghosts. So yeah. That was an idea. I've had other ideas too, based on my real life, like, stuff that I've done. Like, real life characters. But I kind of want to avoid that. Because I don't want someone who knows me personally. Like, I don't want this to turn into a fucking Tale of Genji, right? Where she's writing the book, and everyone wants to know what character they're supposed to be. And I think depending on the subject matter, because I wanted to have a chapter about candy cabinet stuff, for sure. I wanted to introduce a character. I think eventually, like, I'm gonna start, like, the story kind of pivoted eventually to, like, having more employees in the store. So I did that map. And I included certain things based on that. I'm gonna have to edit that map too because I need to add the arcade section. But there's a character I wanted to add that would be that would do like a food court thing. Not food court, but like a small izakaya sort of situation. Okay. This is going to be interesting. I think let's add our people in. First. Why am I trying to make a fucking sphere? I could just make the brush bigger and make the sphere. There we go. Sphere. It's spherical. I don't have that. Oh, I don't have spherical on here. Oh, fuck off.
The Nintendo shit cube.
And then maybe we can, I don't know. Let's just get him in there and see how we do. So we got that. Yeah, we're gonna fucking draw this shit like fucking giant Ojo Sama. We can play around with it a bit later, I think. We can make certain elements white and certain elements gradients, and I think I do want to do like a deep like manga gradient. I think I want like that. There we go. Maybe not that deep, but yosh. Yosh. Ikuzo. But yeah, I've had lots of ideas. I think for some of them, I'd want some help writing. Like, I'd like to consult with someone who's, like, actually a writer. Or an editor, even. Like, that's kind of why I'm doing this after... Despite having so much apprehension about it, ARTLAB is not just supposed to be like, oh, I made the art and I put it on YouTube. It's supposed to kind of almost be like an outreach thing as well. Like, oh, yo, what's going on, Rad? You never know who's gonna see this stuff, and I think rather than just kind of complaining about my problems in private and just wishing things were gonna happen to fix them, I think I kind of realized that I need to do something publicly about it. So even though personally I think a manga artist should be a part of the like there's a culture of making manga in Japan. Like, it's not just Japanese culture. Like, I like sushi. Like, there's, like, not every Japanese person is a manga artist. But 99% of manga artists are Japanese. Like, I don't consider a lot of people who are, like, self-taught outside of Japan. You know, sometimes those people make art that I really do like. It's not, for me, it's not so, it's a combination of, like the art but also the pedigree. But it's just, I don't know, like, it's tough because there's a lot of people who draw really, really well. But then when I look up a lot of how to draw manga videos, all of the art just, like, it doesn't even come close. Not that it has to, but, like, then why even call it a manga? You know, like, why not just make Western indie comics to me? You know, like, there's no shame in that. In fact, if anything, the Western indie comics scene needs a fucking boost. Like, it needs to get out from the stigma of superhero cape shit. Like, but people want to say they're manga artists. But they also, like, it's kind of like dub watchers. It is what it kind of reminds me of. There's a lot of people that kind of are off-put by the idea that manga is Japanese. And they like manga or anime or whatever, but they don't really like that it's Japanese. They kind of can't handle that it's not from a Western culture. You know? That's what kind of bugs me about a lot of the air quotes how to draw manga discourse that I've seen. Like, I've come to realize at the end of the day, I don't really, like, I don't honestly, I don't even really think about it on, like, a daily basis. Like, I don't, like, what people like that do has never been a concern for me because I've never wanted to be a part of that. You know, my whole thing is I have wanted to, for me, it's, you know, being in community with the people who make the art that I like. So, like, to say that, like, you want to be a manga artist, but you don't even want to, like, make the thing you want to make in the left to right or the right to left reading order is beyond the pale what the fuck to me. Like, you could argue, like, art and stuff is stylized and it's subjective. Like, right, at the end of the day, like, just because I think someone doesn't do a particularly good job at the whole, like, trying to be a Japanese artist thing, you know, you could argue that, like, you know, well, that's just your opinion. And, like, you wouldn't be wrong, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of that is just kind of, like, this, like, taking the piss to just say it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. which I've always disagreed with. I believe there's a reason manga and anime is special and people enjoy it. And I think to say that, like, anything could be manga is incredibly dismissive of the medium and what makes it unique and enjoyable. And my personal goal has always been to be a part of the culture that makes this stuff. As much as I can, anyways. Obviously, I'm not Japanese. You know, maybe I won't be successful in the way that I want to, but I don't like this, like, weird fucking how to draw manga, like, pit that so many people fall in. Like, this Artist Alley OEL, like, hell. But it seems like rather than it becoming more accessible, not that that would be a good thing, but it seems like rather than, like, people, like, Japan opening up just a hair to people who want to learn Japanese art techniques, it just seems like a lot of, like, these, like contests, like silent manga audition, or, like, Kakodawa now has one, like, it just seems like they just want to, like, pander to, like, modern Western anime audiences and kind of just wreck what makes manga and anime special. Like, Sakurai just put out a fucking interview about, like, hey, Japanese people should make Japanese art because that's what people like Japanese art for. Like, it was oddly enough, it was in response to China. Like, Chinese, like, mobile games. And, like, the kind of shit that I personally have been kind of annoyed with for a long time. Which is really interesting. Like, it was very much meant to be, like a talking point about, like gacha. Like, the China is, like, mentioned by name in that interview, and a lot of people are trying to spin it like it's like a Western slop sort of thing, but no, it's like Japan is, like, kind of concerned that China is, like, taking all their shit. And then also by proxy kind of appealing to Westerners who don't really have discerning taste, we'll say. Who just think, you know, it looks like anime, so it's anime. But that's just a theory. A weeaboo theory. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably refine my thoughts on a lot of this more, I think, for the final video, but I've been thinking a lot about it. So the exact quote, let me pull it up. I think I had it, but this is through Google Translate. The exact excerpt was, nowadays I feel the interviewer talking, nowadays I feel the rise of the Chinese game market mainly overseas. So it's literally referencing that China is, like, trying to, like, take, I don't know, maybe if you, like, let me see. So this is on the other computer. I can't copy and paste from this thing. I can't read this kanji. It's way too complicated. It's like all kanji. Nihon no game. Yeah, I can't read that. But basically what it says through Google Translate. Nowadays, I feel the rise of the Chinese game market, mainly overseas. Is Sakurai thinking about the Japanese gaming industry? So he is actually like speaking about how China is like kind of trying to like usurp Japan's game industry, you know, like creative endeavors a little bit, and how they're like gaming Steam. I think that is what I'm getting from this. I could be totally wrong because I'm reading a Google Translate and not the actual Japanese. But Sakurai is like, it's not my own idea, but as a trend in the gaming industry, the Japanese should go ahead with what they like, I'm thinking. And then there's a line that didn't translate. Do you say that you are in the de facto that are considered result of market time? However, surprisingly, overseas Japanese game lovers don't want that place and feel like they are looking for Japanese uniqueness and something like that fun. In other words, this is very bad. This is very bad Google Translate. I thought it was not ideal to make as you like. I don't know. But basically people have translated it saying like, you know, he's saying Japanese should make the games that they want and that people from outside of Japan come to Japan for that voice. Which is kind of how I feel about manga. Like, I don't give a shit about like other people trying to do what I'm doing. And that's kind of the whole struggle is I want to be a part of the culture, I guess we'll say. Like, I like the art. Like, just most of the art I like is from Japan. I want to learn how to make that art. And if that means being a part of that culture and like trying to, you know, like, then yes, I want to do that. Like, I want to become more like the artist I like. I'm willing to change as a person and learn new skills to that end. And I feel like most people who like want to be air quotes manga artists don't want to do that. They want to just make manga, but then they just want it to be whatever the fuck they want it to be. And to me, that's offensive to the medium. I think it's antithetical to why it's popular in the first place. It's also just kind of low-key racist, but, you know. You know. That's just a weeaboo theory.
It's time to stop!
And there's a lot of people who have disagreed with me in the past, saying that like my ideas are rigid and that I shouldn't think like that. And part of that is because in the West, it's a cultural thing. Like in Japan, they view a lot of stuff through the lens of like mastery. And in the West, we view it through the lens of innovation. So in art, there's a lot of emphasis placed on the original voice to the point where it's almost kind of like fetishized. Which people who take that stuff too seriously, that's like your modern art type people. In my opinion. But, yeah, my whole thing is just all of the art and shit that I like comes from Japan. I want to be like those artists. I want to learn that kind of art. And that's not to say all the art I like is Japanese, or that I think all art is good implicitly because it's Japanese only. there's also a decent amount of, like, people who are inspired by anime, manga, stuff that I can appreciate their work. There are people who make things that are of good quality and are enjoyable that I legitimately enjoy, that aren't Japanese. That's what I didn't do. No wonder I fucking looks weird. I didn't add his fucking face squares. He's missing his face squares. But yeah, I'm gonna try to, like, like I said, I've been looking at a lot of Western artists trying to quote in a million air quotes be manga artists, and I am gonna try to avoid putting very specific people on blast, but there are a number of people who I personally detest after subjecting myself to their ilk. I've seen a lot of very completely dog shit opinions, if I'm gonna be honest. It's not hard to find those when you're looking in that circle. Oh, there was this one video that I couldn't do it. I had to turn it off. It was this lady who, like, her whole thing was, I'm a published manga artist now. And I looked it up, and apparently Viz is doing this, thing that, where they basically are taking American, one-shots and such. And they're basically publishing them in a special section on their website. I feel like I'm fucking having deja vu because there was a very similar thing with Tokyo Pop called, they did a thing, Tokyo Pop. It wasn't originals, it was like fucking OEL manga or something like that. But basically it was like they tried to just like sell Western comic artists as manga artists, and it failed spectacularly because people who want manga don't give a shit about Western comics, like, generally. Again, another reason why I want to escape the fucking coil of Westerner trying to do manga. Fuck my ass. But she was going on and on about, like, they always move the goalposts. People they're the haters everywhere. Anyone can make a manga. And I looked at her manga, like, I looked at her air quotes manga. I actually went and read it on the Viz Originals website, which I probably shouldn't have done because apparently they're reading the data from that and seeing who deserves to get, like, published. And, like, it's, like, this, like, weird, like, I mean, it was kind of an interesting idea, but it didn't look like manga. It just didn't. It just looked like an indie comic from the West. And there's nothing wrong with being a fucking indie comic artist. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, there's no shame in it. But all these people want to be manga artists because that's, like, the fucking trending thing to be. You know, like, they all want that. They're all chasing that. Because they want to, like, say, oh, I'm a manga artist. But they're not willing to put in any of the work to try to learn the art styles or the techniques. And manga and anime are very diverse. There's a lot of different styles and techniques. That's not what I'm trying to get at here. Like, again, you could just hand wave that as being subjective. Subjective opinion. But my problem with it is if I think just calling your thing manga and not even trying to be a part of, like, the, not even, tropes, cliches are bad. I don't like using those words because they imply negativity, but, like, for me, this is so hard. I don't understand trying to, like, say manga can be anything, but then also trying to, like, represent your work with a label that has implications. Yeah, no, fucking, it's exactly that. It's like, but in Japan, manga just means picture story. It just means comic, which is fucking wrong, by the way. They absolutely differentiate between Americomic and Nihon no manga. And I learned that from Skull Faith bookseller Honda-san. But yeah, like, to me, it's just, it comes off as very clout chasery, especially now that manga and anime are giga fucking popular with normies. Like, back then it was just, oh, you're just not that skilled as an artist. That's okay. Like, you can do things about that, or you can just be happy with the way you are. Like, I can't really shake two shits at, like, a person who's just kind of doing their own thing. My problem is that these people want to turn around and then, like, sell, like, courses and, like, act like they're, like, a business. Yeah, no, I had that in the original draft. Rad, you saw the original draft of the script where I had that in there. At the end of the day, I'm trying to be as polite as I possibly can about it, but I think no matter what I do, like, people are just gonna get offended. And the only reason I even bring it up at all, like, is because when you Google how to draw manga, people like that are the first people that come up. Like, I do not give a shit about Western... Like I said, I don't give a shit about Western people trying to imitate manga. My goal is to imitate manga. My goal is to be manga. And I want to make art that would be considered manga. And for me, that is learning styles and techniques, learning to write in Japanese. I care about this stuff, and I don't know, like, People get really pissed off when I tell them that. Like legitimately. I used to get people at art school who would fucking fume at me about it because they were like, "You're wasting your money. You're there's no such thing as a manga art style. Like it's all whatever, you know, they'll throw all the fucking dictionary definitions at you about it." Like, I think people just want to fucking argue too. Like, for me, my whole thing has been about the actual art itself. Like, I could give a fuck about the title. Like, that would be nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I fucking got serialization at some point in my life, like, that would be awesome. Maybe. I don't know. It might suck. But, like, I mean, receiving it would be cool. Just in general, you know, like... But for me, there's a reason I'm, like, a doujin collector, is because all of the shit I like is in doujins. It's all self-published work. And even this is going to be a fucking doujin. You know, or I guess a faux jinshi, by my own logic, but, man, I'm having to redraw a lot on this one. I didn't really do myself a ton of favors. Oh yeah, that's the other thing too, is like they like, God, like it's just, it never fucking ends. It's like, well, you just draw. Anime style is like, it's like people, you know, like regular art people don't respect it. Fucking, you know, like the people that supposedly love it don't want to do it right. Like, God, there is a non-zero... when I was fishing through a lot of these videos about, like, fucking Viz originals or whatever, there was a non-zero number of people going, "Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to do it in left to... or right to left," or whatever the traditional... Yeah, right to left. And it's like, my God, that is, like, the fucking... one of the core tenets of manga. It's because of the goddamn language system that it is based in. And you're complaining about that, and you're saying you want to make that kind of art? Like, for fuck's sake. You know, like, god damn. To make me angry. Don't make manga then. Be a fucking indie comic artist. No one cares. Like, don't do yourself a disservice by misrepresenting your art. If you're not gonna actually do the thing, it's the same thing with fucking, for me, with nostalgic art styles, like using VHS tapes or like a VHS effect, and it's like a fake layover. Pretty much any nostalgic art style where it's meant to be a specific thing, but you're not doing it right. You're using some compensation method because you didn't go out of your way to actually, like, do it. Like, don't fucking do it. Then, like, if it's not that important that you need to resort to, like, handicap things, like, then don't do the fucking thing. Oh, that is weird. There we go. Like, don't do a dog shit job at something and then get... I don't know, but most people don't care. Most people are like, whoa, I remember the 80s. I remember Frutiger Arrow, even though that's not what it's fucking called. God, that's the one that really pisses me off. Like, I think, like, I got it. Like, I got, like, when I started seeing a lot of that stuff, I was like, oh shit. This is what people think of these fucking like retro fandoms. This is why they suck. Because it's all fucking bullshit. It's not real. Like all of that, like as someone who is studying graphic design and like stuff in that era, I can tell you for a fact 100%, pretty much everything that is considered Frutiger Arrow started with Apple. It was the iPhone and the fucking iPhone like layout and design style. Everyone just wanted to do that because because that's what Apple was doing. And business people were like, no, we want it to look like Apple. We want it to look like Apple. That's the future. And then Apple did away with skeuomorphism because they felt it did the thing it needed to do and got everyone used to using interfaces on a phone. So then they came out with their like flat design in like 2013, 2014. And coincidentally, that's also when everyone else started getting rid of skeuomorphism in design. Oh my god, I'm so fucking I'm fucking angry. I'm angry about art.
Oh my god!
Stop it!
But yeah. Your boy Upsetty Spaghetti. About the fucking meme retro revival. But it's like that with a lot of stuff too. Like I was playing RZ, right? And RZ, like, there's just things that were off about it. And I was just like, I don't know, like, he definitely tried. I will give RZ credit. Like, he definitely tried to get it to be, like, the fucking animation magic, like, Wanda Gamelon and, fucking Link's Away, or Zelda, fucking those games, okay? I'm getting flustered. I'm getting upset.
Fucking reality sense. Fucking bullshit.
But even he, like, there was just like things that were off, things that weren't perfect, and I feel that way about like a lot of like quote unquote indie, like clearly trying to be like X video game from X era. I'm gonna have to do another blue layer. I kind of fucked myself here. Let's see, how does another thing handle it? But yeah, just a lot of like things where it's like, oh, remember this thing, remember this property, remember this game. They never live up to the expectation because there's a thing that already exists that everyone already likes. And why should they care about your thing, even if it's an improvement, when the other thing is the one that's they remember and is good? But that's just me. Like, they just never scratch that same itch. Like, I feel like the ones that I like the most are the ones where it's, at the very least, like, trying to do, like, a new thing. Like, Pseudo Regalia is really, really good. It's probably my favorite one of those types of games. Because it does stuff that is unique and new. Like, Mario is not a sexy goat woman. Mario 64 Mario. And he also doesn't do, like, fucking, like I guess he does aerial backflips, but like the movement system in Pseudo Regalia is so fucking unbelievably different from Mario 64's that it's just like a completely different game. But it takes that concept of 3D platformer where you have a fuck ton of like utility and movement options, and it does cool stuff with it. Like it's just good. The hand is gonna be so fucking shitty. Yeah. Big Catch is very much the same. I liked Big Catch a lot. Big Catch kind of remind me a lot more of Jak and Daxter, though, I think, with its general approach. Even though Jak and Daxter isn't really like a super, like, crazy, like Kaizo platformer. It's still very good, though. I did enjoy the Big Catch tackle box a lot. Although there was that one that fucking bullshit that I got stuck on. But again, that was also like the other thing to note too about the Big Catch is that it was free. It was literally free. So it's kind of hard to get mad at a free game. Oh, you know, god damn it. There we go. Fuck. Damn it, it's already 1:30. I was really hoping I could continue this momentum. Although, to be fair, I was fucking kind of yapping off a little bit tonight. I had a hard time getting into the groove. And I found I had some... I distracted myself. I think we could get reasonably far, though. but yeah, shocking. Man with weeaboo in his name has controversial opinions about anime. Good enough for a fucking 5 centimeter tall hand. Alright, let's get some eyes in here and let's fucking call this one. I think what I might do is I might do just the inking. Because I get bogged down in the special effects stage. Even though it is really nice to be able to observe the whole finished thing. I think I might try to ink and then... Oh no. I'm kind of bothered by that hat now. There we go. That's a bit better, I think. That's okay. And to make matters worse, I have to go take a fat shit. So I might consider doing that and then coming back. In fact, I will. Don't go anywhere. I am back. Whew. I feel a lot better. Now I can actually focus on drawing. Oh no, I did that on the wrong layer. Fuck. Okay, now. Now. Alright. Let's see. See, I feel like Reiko's eyes I've got down pat here. But dude eyes are something I really need to practice. Again, I'll add it to the fucking list of things that I need to to feel like I need to be better at. But yeah, I hope my controversial opinions aren't too controversial for some people. But I have wanted to do manga and anime shit for like over like 15 years at this point, not a joke. Like since I was in high school in fucking 2010. I graduated in 2012. I'm a fucking old man. And it's kind of shocking to me how much shit has... I mean, like, it kind of has improved. Like, it feels like there's a lot better artists out there doing sort of half and half stuff. But I think my philosophy has mostly remained unchanged in that I am not interested in, like, it's honestly the way I view it, the analogy I'm going to use in the video is it's a lot like learning a language. You want to learn it from native speakers. Just straight up. You can learn it from someone who isn't a native speaker who taught themselves, but you're kind of doing yourself a disservice by doing so. And then there's the whole language learning immersion argument. You should immerse yourself in the culture to learn a language better. And I think that very much applies to anime and manga art as well. I think the reason a lot of these how to draw manga artists kind of suck is because they all learn from each other, and like the same 5 manga artists that just happen to make shonen, like fucking Araki, not Toriyama so much. There's a couple. There's like the guy who did 20th Century Boys. I keep forgetting that was an example that specifically pissed me off in art school, because there was this guy that was like he like really did not like my opinion on this stuff, so he always tried to fuck with me. And it sucked because he knew Japanese and was doing exactly what I wanted, which is hanging out with Japanese artists. And he used to kind of hold that over my head in like a shitty way. But that guy, the guy who did fucking is the Astro Boy fucking prologue manga or whatever. I forget what it's called. But not saying he's a bad artist, but like, I'm also, the other thing too is I'm the kind of person who, like, when people have ridiculously high standards of something, I get annoyed by it. Because then I go to experience that thing and it's just okay. And to be honest, I do get annoyed by, like, capital F fandom behavior when it comes to, like, media and stuff. As well. Come on, fucker. There we go. Oh my god. Like, I remember a friend showed me Rick and Morty, and this is like when it was canceled. I think there was the 2 seasons, and then it died. And I just didn't think it was funny. Like, it just wasn't funny. And then on top of that, there was just all the really annoying fucking people surrounding that. But, as far as anime goes, Dada Dan is one that I just see a lot of really annoying people talk about. You know, we were talking about the whole race swapping anime characters to make your fifis better. I just was like, oh, if this is what the people are like who like this shit, I don't want to. I don't want anything to do with it. And that's so unfair to the fucking manga artist who has no idea what the fuck any of that shit is and probably doesn't like it. Like, at all. But, like, I don't know. It's kind of the same thing with, like, My Hero is another one that that one I have read through because I had a buddy who was really into it. I used to work with. I guess it was okay as just like a shonen thing. Wasn't anything special to me. But apparently, like, the people who really like that are super fucking annoying. Oh no! God, I keep doing that. I keep drawing on the wrong layer. What the fuck is wrong with me?
What's wrong with you?
Okay, I want another blue layer so that I can figure this shit out. Because clearly, I did myself no favors with this one. Clearly. But yeah, I have a lot of spicy opinions about anime and manga in the West. I hope it's not too off-putting to people. But it's because I care. It's because I was a fan of these things when you used to get fucking relentlessly mocked for it. And now all of a sudden, everyone is suddenly a fan of them. As if it was like always, and then the excuse they use is, oh, it was always cool. You were just a weirdo loser. Which, no, that is not true at all. You only started paying attention to it because other people in your same position were exposed to it through Netflix. You're a fake fan. You're fake news. It's terrible, terrible Trump impression. Oh, come on. Oh my god. I don't know why. Always when I do these like smaller panels like this, I feel like they just come out like ass compared to like some of the bigger stuff I draw. Like the stuff I did last night with Reiko and stuff was great. I just feel like these really tiny drawings like this, and maybe it's just because I'm zoomed in too close to it, but like, I don't know, I feel like I just suck when I do them. Like, everything looks blobby and not clean and illegible. And it doesn't really help that, again, I don't have a super great grasp on, like, this character's eye structure. Like, I know what it is. It's like this, like, almond kind of shape like this. But... Oh, I left the fucking eye there. I'm thinking, like, what the fuck is going on with this image? Like I could tell something was wrong, but I couldn't, like, put it together in my brain. And then I was like, oh, it's because I fucking... Yeah, I don't really like this one, if I'm gonna be honest. That should come up more, I think. Yeah, that's gonna come up like that. Don't really like that. Ah, that mouth. It's probably just because I don't have anything on it. Also, just, I think in general, the whole thing, the line work is too... Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Guys, I did it again. I'm a fucking dumbass. Oh, hopefully that's not... Oh, yeah. No, it's just coloring in the eye. But, yeah. The line work in this is very sloppy. It's too thick in certain places. It's not thick in enough places. This is bad. Like, personally, I prefer... The thing I like about manga is having thinner lines with more... I don't know, I just like my line work to be clean and thin. Unlike my women. I don't really like super thick lines. I think they look kind of kludgy and gross. But I think I just had my... But the other thing too is for certain parts it doesn't matter because you're gonna not see it in the tone anyways. See if we can't find a good mouth. Fucking god damn it. Guess that could work. Save me, Manga Time Kirara. Protect me, Link. Save me. Okay. Fucker. There we go. Alright. I guess we'll add a nose. It is 2 o'clock. I probably should think about finishing up. I did not get nearly as far as I wanted to tonight, and I think a lot of that is my own fault, so I apologize, everyone. I was too busy fucking around. So I think what I'm gonna do is I will finish this panel, and then I will probably call it for the night. I'll probably work on this a little bit off stream as well, but tomorrow I have a very busy day. I have another very busy weekend because I am working on my house, and it's stressful. Don't do it, you fucking whore. I did not give you permission to be a bitch. Seriously? Both of them? What the fuck? Oh, yeah, that one's pretty obvious. That is true. I just hope my opinion on a lot of this shit isn't gonna tank this video. Because like I was saying earlier, like this series is meant to be like an outreach. Like my whole thing is, fuck my ass. My whole thing is, I want to make this in the hopes that maybe the right person finds it. You know, like, and that can come from anywhere. Like, I bought a Dojin once, and like, I know I've told this story on stream, but I met a Dojin artist just by buying his book. And he reached out to me and was like, hey, is the book okay? Did you get it safely? And we just started chatting each other up, and you know, we talked about making Dojins, and unfortunately he stopped making Dojins. He had some life situation stuff happen. I believe I told this story too, but I checked in on him a while ago, and he completely gave up on art. He's selling fucking AI image packs on Booth, and it makes me very sad. It makes me very, very, very sad. Alright, now, let's... Okay, this clearly needs to go in front. This other one needs to go in back. And that one's okay. So I'm wondering if it would be best to... Oh man, we're out of fucking music again. Jesus. But yeah, my goal with this series isn't to go, hey, look at these people who aren't good at the thing that I like. Don't they suck? Aren't they terrible? Like, that's not my intention at all. The only reason I even bring it up at all, like, I don't think about, like, those people on a daily... I don't even consider them. I think that's more insulting of a thing to say. I just don't pay attention to them at all. Like, I don't give a single fuck. Like, I've always viewed my desire to learn how to make this stuff in this medium to be, oh, hey, everyone who makes this is 99.9% from Japan or Japanese. I would like to hang out with those people so that I can learn how to make this thing. Like, because they're the ones making it. And it just kind of pisses me off when there's this entire group of people that can't cut it. And so their first thing that they try to do is, how can I bend the rules and, like, well, not even bend the rules, but, like, how can I, like, bend the definitions and, like, oh, I didn't need to do area scaling again. God, I keep turning that on and off. But, like, how do I want to put this? How can I bend the established identity of this thing to fit my own personal bullshit? Is what kind of pisses me off a little bit about it. Oh man, I had such a good way of putting it too when I was on the shitter. And of course I fucking forgot. Because of course I did. There might be a gap in the white there. No? Well, then what the fuck is that? Oh, that's right. I locked transparency. Oh, I should have did close and fill. Oh, well. Nope. Wrong layer. Yeah, all these little trickadoos kind of add up in terms of like time sync. I don't, unfortunately, Rad. I'm not a very I am not much of a Christorian. I make jokes and shit, but I only ever tangentially heard about him from like third-party sources. In fact, I think I've even gone on record to say the Chris Chan shit, like, scares the fuck out of me. Because I have some family members with similar dispositions. And, I have very, very vivid memories of Chris Chan-esque things happening in my life to other people that I am around. And, it's not fun. It's not fun. I feel very bad for the people that he was around. It's just a bad situation. It's not good. It's no good. It's just no good. It's bad. It's poo-poo stinky. But I believe it, like, 100%. Like, I wouldn't even say Chris Chan has, like, an original thought. Like, it seems like his entire life is just ideas that other people have had for him. Again, very sad. That whole situation scares me shitless. I'm not on the spectrum. At least I don't think I'm on the spectrum. I hope not. That would actually, that's actually one of my greatest fucking fears in life. Is like people, like if I'm autistic and like just people aren't telling me because they're being nice. That's actually like a horrifying thing that I've dealt with in my life from the aforementioned family like stuff. But I feel like I've gotten I've moved past a lot of it as an adult now, so I guess if I have to be seen as a lubby chutter, I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. There are far worse fates for men. Although I guess in my case it would be more of a chubby lover. Chubby ludder. No, that fucking show where the guy goes, I'm retarded? Like, that is, like, a visualization into, like, one of my fucking horrifying life fears. And I get to, like, I feel like I'm somewhat of an articulate person. I'm socially awkward a little bit. I'm a little nervous. Sometimes I stutter. And when there's usually a group of people, I kind of just shut the fuck up. Like, I don't really open up when there's more than one person in a group. I usually just kind of turn into the I speak when spoken to kind of thing. But that episode of that one fucking show where the guy, like, goes, I'm retarded, and it plays the really dramatic music and he looks in the mirror. Like, I get to see that every time I see a photo of myself where someone takes a photo, and, like, I don't know. But I also just fucking have horrible, like, I look horrible in photographs too. That's another thing, so. But yeah, that was a bit of a personal omission. I wasn't expecting to have that happen tonight. That wasn't on my fucking bingo card for the day. So I feel like this is where we're going to start running into issues with image quality, because we're doing tones on tones on tones. I guess it's not that bad. I might have to use, like, an effect to kind of separate him from the background, which is doable. It's not an unheard of thing. Actually, you know what I should do? Instead of this fucking manga gradient, I'm gonna just make the background black. Like, I should just do that. Uh-oh. What happened? I didn't consent to that. I didn't consent to that either. What the fuck happened? Oh no, when did that happen? Fuck, I must have accidentally clicked something. Yeah, there we go. Gotta be very careful with that tone. Because if you accidentally click the line art, it basically fills the line art behind the image, and with tone you could get a certain effect that you would want to use in certain situations, but others is bad. Okay, so I think that's actually literally a line in this video I'm working on, is if, like, I turn into a lol cow over this video, at least I will have done it on my own terms. Oh no, oh fuck. I'll have to do a clip layer. I guess I could just rasterize it too. This will have to play around with some, I think. This is gonna be interdasting. I think one thing that I can do is we can add a stroke to the character to help them stand out from the background more. And then maybe we can have these gentlemen be screen tone instead. Or you know what? How about we might be able to put that manga gradient to use here. What the fuck? No! Oh, that's because I broke it. That's right. There we go. Actually, this will be good practice. Because we'll be using this effect. Oh, fuck my ass! I grabbed it. Yeah, ooh, yeah, we gotta be very careful about that. And in the back, maybe it might make more sense to make it shallower. I think the other thing I should do too is, oh, fuck. This isn't gonna work, it's just gonna make it white. Yeah, it's just gonna make the... Yeah. Fuck! Oh! I might have to rasterize this, yeah. Get rid of that for a hot minute. Hit that rasterize button, ladies and gentlemen. Get it ready. Here it comes. And then we'll make that white. There we go. Yes. Although, I don't know if that's exactly working as I would want it to. I'm wondering if maybe an effect near the head could be nice. This is where I think Clip Studio is very weak. Is like background effects and stuff. The ones that come preloaded kind of suck. And I really haven't been able to find a ton of good ones on like assets or whatever. But let's do that to the background guys real quick. Although, I guess you really wouldn't even... You probably wouldn't even be able to tell, I think. I mean, it's not a bad shot. Like, the character stands out. Like, the thing that stands out is supposed to stand out here. Well, it's not even that it's a plugin. It's just, like, the background assets. For, like, they have some, but they kind of suck. Like, gradient, like, there's cross-hatching ones. I personally think the patterns are pretty weak. It's like, this isn't really what people are looking for in terms of, like, screen tone stuff. Like, here's some. But there's so few of them, and I'm just not, like, a really big fan of a lot of them. I don't know. It's one of those things where I think it's that way because they want it's because they want people to still be buying physical screen tones for certain things. I don't know. I would love to have that be properly explained to me, I think. The other thing, too, is it's probably not helping that I didn't really do, like, actual eye design. I'm starting to get tired. I can feel it. I probably should. I really shouldn't be making a habit of being up this late anymore. So I don't know. I might just put a pin in this for now, because I feel like this is a quick way to really fuck up my day tomorrow, and I need my energy for tomorrow. Like, I have to. I must have it. Plus, I kind of fucked myself by going live way too late. I did myself no favors tonight with this, but unfortunately, I'm not a pro. Like, that's something I'm gonna say in the video, is I'm not a manga artist. There we go. That looks way better. That looks way better than just whatever we had before. That's the thing that really helps this this stand out more, is value separation and, like, value vibration. So like the quick changing of values creates a situation of contrast, and that draws people's eyes in. Oh fuck, what did I just do? What did I just do? What? Oh, okay. I accidentally hit the thing with my fucking hand. This is the Nintendo shit cube.
The Nintendo shit cube.
Because it's a piece of shit. Let's see, and we're just about out of music. Yeah, it's too much. The idea is there, though. Maybe instead of that... Oh, no, that doesn't work. And then we'll have to add a black stroke. A black stroke! No, fuck, I forgot. I have to rasterize.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme. Let's go. That fucking video. That fucking video, man. The video's so good. Oh no, don't tell me it fucking... you know what? Who fucking cares? But, yes. Actually, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, let's hit that save, rev up that save button. I'm gonna be real, I am disappointed in myself. I feel like I could have finished this page tonight. But I didn't because I was a bitch. I was a dish of pasta fagioli.
One eternity later.
But hopefully I will go live tomorrow. No promises though, because I'm gonna be very busy and very sad and sore because I will be doing floor.